Now, for abilities and costs and stuff like that, we're not going to really go into. There is a site that has everything listed down for you. If there's any problems with the abilities and traits, just let me know or let someone else know, or go on the wiki and find it. But I'll show you how this game starts off. Very simple, much like in Magic the Gathering. We'll use that as a nice example because it is the example for every card game out there. You're going to draw 7 cards. Ironically, I have everything from the last video. You have 7 cards here, and at least for the sake of the game, when you start off, you don't draw anything. But I have all these cards here, so I'm like, okay, which one's going to be good? I can take Kukuruku Robo's Memory Technique. I can put it at the start. I can either put it in the Power Zone, or I can put it in the Command Zone. That's the decision before you start playing cards, is that there's only one thing you can do during this phase, and that's either play it as a Command Zone card or you play it as a Power Zone card. There is no 2. You can only play it 1 card at that time, and you get to choose. So, I had a Shinken Yellow in my hand, so I'm going to put this in the Command Zone. I'm going to play that. And automatically, you can tap it automatically and do it. As far as there is no summoning sickness in the game, so I can do that 1,000 and bring it up to the battle zone if I wanted to, but that's pretty dumb. So I want to put her down there and keep her down there. Also, with these cards, too, I forgot to mention, you do have the logo on here, the name, the power zone cost, and this combo number. Combo numbers basically mean if this is the first card on the battle zone, I get this ability automatically. So when it becomes the first unit played, I get the ability. And basically it says that instead, like when I suicide this character into something else, I get to put it back in my hand. So it pretty much is. So it's not really a good effect, but it's okay. Also on the bottom, I don't know if you could see it, there's also the number of the card, Shinkanger, and there's also keywords, and these keywords are very important too. This one has yellow, female, and samurai. So if there's a card that says all samurai get plus 1,000 BP, I'd look at my keywords and it says samurai, so she gets another 1,000 BP. That's how keywords work. Some keywords will have different meanings and effects and abilities. So just look out for keywords on all these cards. So I have her there, and then I have my turn. My opponent plays. I draw a card. So let's say an ungodly amount of damage happened to me. I got 5 points of damage. I only have 1 card in my hand. The way the game balances is this. Now, you don't draw a card at your start of the turn because you have 5 damage. You look at your damage. You look at the cards in your hand. So I have 5 damage, and I have 1 card in my hand. I have the ability. Now, I cannot do this. It's may or may not. You may draw 2 cards off the top of your deck instead of drawing 1 card. So let's say I had nothing in my hand and my turn ends. I have 3 cards in my hand now. I have 3 cards in my hand. I still have 5 damage. I draw 2 cards. Okay. End my turn. Let's say there's nothing good in there. I have 5 in my power zone. I have 5 in my hand. I draw 1 card. Once it hits that threshold of 5, I can no longer draw 2 cards. So it's a rule that people miss a lot, and that's where the common errors are played. If I, once again, if I had these cards on the field and my turn, or my opponent goes, he ends his turn, I draw 2 cards, then I draw 2 more cards since I have 4, then I draw 1 card, then I draw 1 card, then I draw 1 card, so on and so forth, until I get down to 5 again, or less than 5. So that's a nice little handicap for people to play this game with. That's what makes this game a little bit more fun, because when you start drawing 2 cards, it starts to get a little hectic because your deck thins out a lot faster. But it becomes a lot more exciting because then you have 2 cards. Like, do I draw 1 or do I draw 2? Do I try to win? So it has a little strategy to it. And so it's a lot easier for newbies to actually play this game too, because it's just like, oh, 2 cards, cool, I get 2 cards. If I suck, I get 2 cards. That's pretty much that. You know, that's how drawing is in the game. You know, you always check first, then you draw. Check first, draw, check first, draw. It's a lot cooler to know this card game has a draw 2 mechanic without having pot of greeds or whatever other cards you have. There are cards that will let you draw cards. There are cards like that, but in this yellow deck, it's not really. Yellow decks are mainly designed for illusions and tricks, much like the Shinkangers use these kanji symbols and stuff like that. Hurricaneger uses, you know, ninja techniques. Where's the Hurricane Ninjutsu? Let me find the Hurricane Ninjutsu for a second. Here it is. It's Hurricane Ninjutsu, and basically it bounces if my opponent plays a unit that's 8,000 BP or less. It pretty much goes to the top of the owner's deck, and yeah, he doesn't really have to play that card, and that's actually really good, because it'll actually sort of stop the field from doing anything, you know, without him having board presence. So there are different ways and different techniques and stuff like that. And you can also splash. You can also splash, you know, yellow with red or red with green. You can do a lot of things too. So there's also multicolors as well in the new X-Gather sets. So there's a lot of variety in this card game, and I hope you guys enjoyed these videos. If I left anything out, as I said before, I will post them up on the CCG channel, of course, and let you guys know if you guys are interested in learning how this card game works, and I hope you guys kind of are. You know, check out that, or check out the Facebook group, Ranger Strike Revolution. We have a lot of people from all around the world playing this card game right now. And, you know, you can pick your favorite Sentai characters and play against other Sentai characters and villains. So, thank you very much for watching these videos, and we'll see you guys next time.